massive polarity shift and global awakening. And this global awakening is happening at realization of unity consciousness, and those souls who have chosen to integrate that at this point of time are feeling that reverberating oneness of raising and rising in a God goddess frequency of energy. A lot of divine feminines have come to their true understanding of who they are in God. A lot of divine masculines have come to a state of complete understanding of who they are in God, and this is the complete activation time of the God and Goddess self that is happening now for the entire collective. And along with that, we are on the verge of global awakening, and that is happening actually at this point of time. And the reason why this global awakening finally surfaced in the layers is it was happening, it was in a process, but finally the global awakening energy has hit and it has really surfaced in, and there are a lot of people you will see around you who are waking up. And this is also the time for justice, this is also for absolute realization, this is also the time of integrating various difficult wounds that have trapped you down and that have not let you really integrate your shadows. And it is also the time to integrate your shadows fully and to take complete responsibility for your shadows, for your aspects, and to integrate them and to see everything in the essence of light, in the eyes of love and light, and to forget and forgive, and just to choose a higher vibration of everything, just to let go of that continuous perpetual cycle of suffering. So we are coming out of that continuous state of suffering and finally moving into a vortex of complete oneness, complete assimilation, complete integration to call in our divine harmonic frequency of oneness, of God Goddess activation and unification activation of unity consciousness. We are coming in oneness with our soul family. We are coming into a state of oneness with our absolute soul purpose. Whatever we are truly here to do, whatever our true purpose is on this very planet, at this point, that is massively unfolding. More to that, on a soul level, who you are, on a soul level, what your soul is here to do, on a soul level, what your true potential is, on a soul level, how what a powerful goddess and God you are. That is also coming into a state of understanding at this point of time. And divine feminine and masculine on a soul level is unifying and is completely romancing with each other, and all the conflicts that divine feminine and masculine that they were experiencing, that polarity has shifted, and it's the time to just sing and dance in the glory of oneness, feeling that exuberance of love, that essence of love of your divine masculine, and honoring that essence and feeling that presence and having gratitude for all that is, and realizing that everything outside is but reflection within, and completely having to go within and integrating your energy on a soul level. We are now further integrating layers of light coming from the other side, coming from the unknown. Till this point, we were integrating what was known, we were integrating the layers of the past, we were integrating the layers of karma. At this point of time, we are going to be integrating the layers of the soul, the true essence of soul. And as we integrate the true essence of soul and true layer of soul, where have you met your divine masculine in other timelines? How have you experienced separation with your divine masculine in the past, in this very reality? These kind of thought processes, this kind of understanding is going to shuffle in for you. So, where have you met your twin flame in the past? Who all do you see your divine masculine in? Which are the people who you see your divine masculine, and who are those people who have given you a vibe and reflection of your divine masculine from within. Wherever part we were seeking exclusivity with our divine masculine, it's time to harmonize that aspect in God. And as you harmonize that concept in God, you no longer have to claim your divine masculine. You don't claim yourself. You just are. You remain just is. You two are, you two are just one. So at this point, you will be integrating a lot of layers where maybe in some friend, maybe some childhood friend of yours in whom you saw a reflection of your divine masculine. Maybe you're not in touch with that person. Maybe something happened with that person, and what exactly happened? Maybe that person is of same gender to you, like you and that friend of yours. So, like you're a divine feminine, she might be a divine feminine, but the essence, the energy, the vibration of divine masculine, you might have seen it in somebody else in the past. So, if you're not in touch with them, what is the reason that you're not in touch with them? What is the reason that you feel connection with them? What are the things that you are guilty about? What are the things that trigger you? What are the things that you did not appreciate about the path, the choices that you've made in the past? And what are the certain things that weren't you, and what are the things that are really you? All these kind of thoughts will be coming up at this point today, the whole day. And these thoughts basically are showing you, pointing towards these layers of childhood where you need to integrate. And these mostly will be layers of your early teenage, not exactly early teenage, mid teenage, like 16, 17, during that age. Where did you meet your divine masculine? So, to put it in words, which is beyond possibility for the kind of concept this is, but your karmic or your false twin flame or your twin flame, everybody you have met in other bodies, in other timelines, whoever are a part of your soul family, whoever are a part of your union, whoever are a part of your journey, you've met everybody in other people. So you've met the same people in, or you've met the same soul in different people. And the relationship that you have with this particular soul, the energies that your divine masculine triggers, the memories that your divine masculine triggers, the aspects that your divine masculine triggers. These aspects have a deep secret connection with aspects of you in the past, and aspects of you in the past with some ex of yours or some friend of yours, whatever sense of separation you've had in those timelines with those people in whom you see your divine masculine's reflection. All those places are places where you are experiencing separation with your soul divine counterpart, and all those shadow aspects will come in front of you to be integrated at this point of time. And it is not to judge yourself, it is not to put yourself in a lot of pressure, to question yourself, to wonder if you're not good enough and stuff. It's a lot of programming that you have gathered over the course of years, and at that junction the programmings have flickered to create projected realities that somewhere deep down you might regret now, but in those timelines somewhere deep down you are experiencing a separation with your divine masculine. And in those timelines, wherever you are experiencing a separation, that separation you're not actually experiencing on the physical body with your divine masculine, but you're actually experiencing that with some friend or with some ex or with somebody in the past, whoever you feel that, in whoever you felt the connection of your divine masculine, in whoever there's an energy of your divine masculine kind of projected, you get just get that vibe in your divine masculine. So anybody in whom you see that similarity, that vibe, and whatever that triggers in you, work on those aspects. And if you need further support to work on those aspects, you can definitely work with me, because I specialize in integration. I'm a quantum integration therapist specialized in work intelligence expansion. So I basically help you to integrate and shift you on a molecular level so that you can shift your perspective and completely align to a new frequency altogether. So wherever in those parts you have not integrated, wherever in those parts you have not worked on yourself, wherever in those parts you have really put yourself in a place where you have certain kind of triggers, you have certain kind of thrust created in you because of maybe poverty consciousness or anything it can be, why you are stuck there. So whatever the reason that is keeping you stuck in the past timelines, whatever the reasons are that is keeping you held back in the past timelines, those held back energy, those energies where you kind of need to forgive yourself or forgive others, but mostly at this point the energy that is being transmitted are of you need to forgive yourself. So whenever you need to forgive yourself, or you're just angry with yourself for some choices that you made, maybe you rejected somebody in the past and you just didn't want to be with that person because perhaps you felt the person wasn't of your type, or you just deserved better. So whatever those thought processes were, or anywhere there has been some kind of jealousy issues or triggers or acts of manipulation in the past. Every woman does that in some relationship or the other. There's no harm in it. There's nothing to judge. Because if a woman is being manipulative in a relationship, in the first place, the woman is being manipulative because she is being protective of a relationship, because she's being protective of the connection. So you've just been protective of your connection in the past. So those layers of protection, those layers of deeper understanding of the soul, those layers of that yearning for the soul, those layers of yet yearning, yet pushing away to create that space, to create that vacuum, to bring in some new energy, all those decisions and choices that you've made throughout the journey since the beginning of the time, those layers will be coming up on the surface on today's day, and that is what we are integrating. And as you integrate that, and everything that you are projecting on your divine masculine, everything that your divine masculine is projecting on you, as you both integrate those layers, you just focus on your layers and it'll all fall in place. So wherever you are not integrating your layers, as you integrate those layers, as you love those places, as you assimilate those energies where there's a lot of thrust, there's a lot of pressure that is building in you literally, and that pressure and thrust is building in you because there are a lot of questions, a lot of injustice, a lot of wrongness that you've endured. And in those places of injustice and wrongness, you just are bleeding. And that bleeding space, that space where you're just like craving to be loved, craving for some kind of justice. In that craving, what basically is there is your unconscious, which needs to come to a state of consciousness. It's you who has to first give yourself the judgment, justice to. it's you who are putting yourself in a state of judgment, because if you need justice, there's a part of you which is feeling like, I don't feel the justice. So wherever you don't feel the justice, that part of you is experiencing a punishment. So this punishment you're sensing, that is why you're feeling there's judgment, there is injustice. So this punishment you're sensing, this sensation of punishment that you're feeling, in that space you need to love and nurture that energy. As you love and nurture that energy, as you feel that oneness with that energy, as you feel the amazing essence of that energy, and forgive and just breathe in that beautiful energy and be in that centeredness, to just let loose, let go, and choose to call in the light of God and integrate that energy more and more in the light of God. And wherever you have been judging yourself, wherever you've been judged, wherever you're rebelling, in all those places, as you call in the light of God and you invite in forgiveness, you'll be coming to a lot of state of understanding, a lot of downloads, a lot of complete state of realization of what made you hold on to something, what made you to be held back somewhere, what made you to not really let go of something, what made you to take certain decisions. And as you integrate those layers and realize that why you had taken certain decisions, you'll come into a state of more deeper understanding of how profound and deep this love is, and how long you have been connected to this essence of love, and how long you've remembered this love, and how in this love you are completely one, and how but there is a sense of softness and fondness to this love, how but the sense of softness and fondness to this love is beyond the physical essence, but beyond anything, but a pure sense of love, a pure sense of exclusivity that is there. But amidst the exclusivity, there is a desire of inclusivity and desire of being on the same team, desire of being in that togetherness, desire of being in that space of unification and oneness, and in that desire of being in that togetherness, being in that state of unification, it is in that space, it is in that existence, it is to let go and let loose and allow yourself to receive that love more, allow yourself to be that love more, allow yourself to breathe in that love more, allow yourself to radiate in that love more. And it is in that love, it is in that essence, as you be that, everything else that is a resistance will fall apart, aligning you more and more to the now moment, to propel forward your union in God. That's exactly what is happening at this point of time. We're having our God Goddess activation. There's a global awakening energy happening. People are starting to question the process. People are starting to question the society. People are starting to question how the society and the culture has been treating us. People are starting to question how we are but literally caged by the continuous question of society, continuous question and thought process of what is this person thinking, what is that person thinking, in that anxiousness of what is this person gonna think, what is that person is gonna think. When you're walking, you're literally catching emotions and feelings of others, and their thoughts and awareness are coming to you, and you're overhearing their thoughts continuously, and having to overhear their thoughts, you are feeling a sense of judgment, you are feeling a sense of trigger, that they are saying this, they are saying that, this is what they think, this is what that person thinks. And with that thinking that you are gathering of people, you are starting to judge yourself, and in that process of judging yourself and receiving their thought process and projecting out the judgment, in that junction, in that space, when you are literally in a war, literally in that battle, you are feeling trapped, you're feeling caged, you're feeling powerless, you're feeling choiceless. And this is the space where you're like, I don't know what's going on, I need justice, nothing is making sense, why is this happening, what is clarity, what is coming. This is where the collective has been. But at this point of time, a lot of people who are like, okay, there has been a lot of pain, a lot of pressure to what is beyond this. I'm tired of this. When you say I'm tired of this, when you're like done with this energy, you move past this continuous drama, you move past this continuous conflict, and you push through the barricades beyond these conflicts to choose the oneness, to choose the harmonizing peace, the essence of all that is. And in that essence of all that is, you choose to unify with the essence of God, essence of love, trusting that love knows who you are. God knows who you are, and in God you're absolutely safe, and everything is unfolding perfectly. Where you are, the collective is, the part you're integrating, the collective is integrating, and in that safe zone, in that safe state of essence, it is about letting loose of loosen the grip, getting that grip loosen up. And as you loosen up that grip, just there's literally a falcon rising, a phoenix rising energy, a lot of pressure building up here, just breaking free from this barrier to just welcome the new love and light energy of fluidity, of oneness, of your God, Goddess energy, to but call in your divine harmony, to call in your divine peace, divine oneness. But what is keeping you stuck is continuously the thoughts and barricades and words that are coming in and just caging you. And it is beyond this cage. As you move past this cage, that okay, these projections, thought, and trigger is coming in my emotional zone. I'm not feeling safe, but this is not who I am. This is who I am being after being trapped by all this projection. But beyond this trap, beyond this entrapment, is a me who wants to break free from here. Is a me who wants to rise from here. Is a me who wants to rise, break free, and just be and allow herself to be light. And as you realize that you are light and allow yourself to be light, every time you fall back there, realize that that junction of trauma, that conflict is there to cage you down. And as you move past that barricade cage, you are free. Each time you feel caged, just know, okay, I am being caged. I need to free up myself and just loosen my grip and just be, because I'm magic, I'm love, I'm light, I'm here. I just need to be. And as you come into the state of awareness, the state of oneness, nothing else will matter, and everything else will be a matter of unfoldment, and it'll all fall in place. And at this point of time, the divine masculines are also letting go of a lot of conditioning, a lot of conflicts that they are carrying because of what the people say, and they were pretending to be somebody else, again trying to please people. In all those places, the divine masculine too is breaking free from those places, coming to a state of being who they are without having the fear, and finally, both divine feminine and masculine counterpart are choosing each other. And if you have like rejected your divine masculine in the past, in any other timeline, in all those timeline wherever you have chosen separation, in all those timeline wherever you hadn't chosen that union, it is time to choose that union energy. It is time to choose that unification energy in all those timelines, beyond the resistances, beyond the fear, choosing everybody as a being of light. And also by letting go of your divine masculine, the physical reality, just let go and loosen up and integrate with every being as a being of light. And as you integrate with every being as a being of light, as you come into a state of integration with every being as a being of light, in that essence, in that understanding, you are heading towards a reality, moving towards the path where completely non-judgmentally you are operating from a state of complete peace and complete harmony. And that is what is needed before your union to happen, because first is your union with yourself, then with God, actually first with God, then with yourself. But it reverses it a lot of times because most divine feminines are coming from trauma. So first you need to feel safe in you, then you can trust God, and then you can really call in your twin flame union. So it's God, you and your twin flame, and then somebody else. So nobody can really come between you and your twin flame. Your twin flame is your ultimate partner who was created for you to love you and really be that expression of love in the physical realm, of the love that you've been seeking and yearning for from the source energy. And God's love is always exclusive for all of us, and God is there for all of us. So there is a divine counterpart for everybody, and the love is flowing through everybody. And beyond all the stories, beyond all the barricades, there's the time of a new portal opening, of every energy unifying in togetherness with centeredness in God, and realizing the essence of source energy, and getting past the codependency in covenant bonds to finally create the safe space, create the space to just be, see, and be seen and heard, hear, listen. To be in that space, there needs to be some space and centeredness with all that is, with which we are all unified. So, with all that is that we are unified, naturally having to have that as the center, in that essence, we are streaming out now, and in that stream, you and your divine masculine are of the same stream. Like, this is you, are like this. If this is source energy, and these are the rays flickering out, and my hands, this portion is the source energy. So you and your twin are literally one finger. It's not like you and your twin, it's like your twin is your soul family, another person in your soul family, another person in your soul family, another person in your soul family. But this is you and your twin. So if you dissect it, so it can be like, this is your twin and this is you. So literally one. And in that oneness, that desire of oneness that is needed, in that desire of oneness that is needed, maybe there are other soul family members with whom the cluster was there. It's time when the light of God is penetrating in, and it's just sliding through everything for us to be unique, like our fingers. None of the fingers are of equal size, none of us are the same, but we are the same with our twin flame. That is where we attract our twin flame and connect on that deeper level with whom we, that connection that you don't feel with anybody else. It's because your twin flame is literally you. So this literally you connection is unifying at this point of time, and anything that is not literally you is creating its space of sacredness for the divine source energy to percolate in, for the twin flame union to now rise in essence. So if anything can be between you and your twin, that is only God and nobody else. So that energy is completely integrating at this point of time, and that with that energy being integrated, with that energy being felt through and sensed through, we are finally opening a portal of complete unification. And yeah, your heart chakra is opening, so expect your heart chakra to have itchy sensations, because your heart chakra is opening. It was stuck for a long time, finally it's opening. So enjoy the ride, and it's time to celebrate. Just gloriously dance, rise and shine, because it's time for global awakening. We've done this, and everybody out there, every light worker out there, we've all done this together. Everybody equally contributed through their individual roles to make it happen. And at this point of time, there's new wave rising, there's a new shift happening, and there's a new portal of oneness, of connection, and a greater understanding of unification in the Galactic Federation that is happening, and that's the most beautiful thing on earth. Thank you, and I'm like to you to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update again. Thank you, and I'm like to you. Namaste.